Alright. Full board vision. We're back. We're back on the scene. We couldn't keep away. We just couldn't keep away. We belong here. Alright, you know the drill by now. You know the drill by now. We're gonna play some rapid games. We're gonna play some rapid games. We're gonna crush leeches. Or at least that's the plan. Alright, let's jump in. Alright, E4, E5. We've got some surprises in store as well this stream. We've got some good stuff coming up. Trust me. Queen F6, that's a weird move. That's just a straight up weird move. And why would you do that? I guess on knight C3 there's bishop B4, but you know, so what? No, then there's knight D5. Okay, so they played C6 to prevent knight D5. Trying to maintain this queen on S6. D4, and we're going to get a bishop G4 in. Bishop G5, sorry. I think we should play D4. Now after ED, we can push E5. Now let's do some colours here. So after, if they capture our pawn in the centre, which they've done, we could advance. We could play bishop G5. These are ways of kind of gaining a tempo against the queen. I very much like E5. I also like bishop G5, because then we can play, you know, let's say queen G6. We can then go queen D4. So bishop G5 looks good. And then we're ready to castle long in that position. Yeah. Let's go. Bishop G5. Okay, so I'm expecting queen G6. Queen D6. I also saw that, but I'd thought then, I mean, just trading queens now, and we just got a huge lead in development, have we not? Okay, pawn structure. This weird thing on C6. Our pawn structure, let's get rid of that arrow. Looking like this. And their only developed pieces is queen on D6, whereas we've got some good development with our knight on F3, knight on C3. Okay, could have pre-moved knight takes D4, and our bishop on G5. Now we're ready to castle long. Bring our rook, other rook to the center, on bishop C4 maybe. But it's looking good. There's a big hole on D6 as well that we want to jump into, so you know, knight F5 actually to D6 looks like a nice idea. Okay, we can play knight F5. Can't drop in at D6 yet. They want to play B4 obviously. How bad is B4? Do I want to prevent B4 or shall I just crack on? Could take on B5. Get 2 pawns back for the piece. You know what move I think I might make, and this might look unusual, but E5 to meet B4 with knight E4. So that's what I'm going to do. Actually, it's a common thing. You advance a pawn, leaving a square for the knight, but that also supports a spot for the knight. Knight E4. So let's not lose track of the position. because the pawn structure now is a bit weird. Let's just reassert that. 7 v7. But we've got a huge lead in development, right? Excuse me. Okay, so h6 attacking our bishop. Is it good to keep our bishop on this diagonal, or do we want to bring it to f4? I think we should bring it back to f4. Personally. Looks like we're blocked in with blocking re5. Looks like we're blocked in, but the reason is that I want to put support on d6. So I'm x-raying d6. Yeah, maybe h4 was better. Who knows, but knight f5 is getting to d6, and then I'm going to plant a pawn there, and that's going to be annoying. Alright, knight h6, knight a6. Okay, we're not getting in there. Maybe you are getting in there. Alright, I'm going to castle. I'm not going to be too hasty here. Castle's long. Weird. Okay, I was kind of expecting that. Do I want to trade? Or to play bishop d3? Is it time for knight f5? No. Oh, hang on, my knight on e4 can go straight to d6. What am I thinking? Wow. See, I didn't see that. I did, I just forgot. Alright, I think knight d6 is the way. Taking advantage of this hole. ED is a pre-move. Okay, and now this rook coming to e1. Good check. Means they're probably going to castle. They couldn't castle. Right, okay. We've got bishop on f1, so we can't play rook e1. Okay. Bishop went on f4. Huh. Should have gone to h4. Would have been better. Okay. This pawn on b4 is kind of loose. You know what move I think I might be interested in making? Knight f5, bring the knight to e7. We need to get developed, so let's not neglect that. Bishop c4, drop it back to b3. Is there anything hanging? I don't think so. Okay, bishop c4. This pawn on d3's e6, d6 is super annoying for them. They've castled, okay, expected. Really wish my bishop was on the long. This was on h4, not f4. Never mind. Alright. Just develop the rooks. We always get really far behind on time. If we're just trying to improve our pieces, we should have a good position here. Again, let's just confirm their pawn structure. Our pawn structure. Ooh, I thought they might do that. Oh. mean, trading is easier for us. I mean, let's just trade. Get the knight to f5. This creates a threat. Oh, it doesn't. It would create a threat if knight takes h6 if our bishop was on h4, sorry. Which would be better. But it isn't. Okay, so we've got 2 minor pieces. They've got 2 minor pieces. They got 2 rooks. We got 2 rooks. I mean, like, almost all of our pieces are better than theirs. King h7. Why don't we just play rook e? Yeah, let's play rook e7. Or knight e7. I think rook e7 is the way forward. Is knight d5 a thing? No, because we're attacking d7, which is defended by this knight, so the knight's kind of glued. So if they play rook fe8, oh, is it a fork? That's so annoying. We take here, they take on f4. Okay, so we have to drop back. Or do we? I think we do. Incidentally, we attack b4, which is currently defended. It's kind of an odd way of doubling our rooks. I guess they'll take. Take back. And now they're going to own the e file, so we kind of stuffed that up a bit. Well, we can always play knight e7. d6 is... okay. Hang on, rook takes b4 now? Could play rook b4. I think they messed that up. What does a knight do that we didn't account for? Not sure. Rook takes b4. Okay, so pawn structure now versus just one pair of minor pieces. They've got a knight on c5, we've got a knight on f5. Yeah, a4 played. I think... well, you can play rook c4. Do we want something else? Play rook b6. We don't want to attack d7. Shouldn't take too long. c4. Just attack that knight. This pawn is so annoying. Alright, once again, we are miles behind on time. But I've got a good feeling about this game. Okay, knight e6 played. 5, okay. I feel like there might be an exchange sack on the cards at some point. So let's preempt that. Rook e1. So the knight on e6 is defended by f7 and d6. d7. Excuse me, red arrows. Whoa! So if we capture, they could take with the f pawn. I wanted them to take with the d pawn so that we can advance. make a queen and stuff. I guess we could play knight d4. Okay. Because we've got a rook on c4. Let's do that. Just try and get rid of the e6 knight. I'm not worried about this pawn at all. They're just going to advance it. Alright. Hang about. What are they going to do? Advance? We'll advance. So yeah, against a3 we'll just play b3. I don't think anything's... Yeah, the c pawn is on its way down. But our rook on d4 is doing a good job, so I think rook e7. So they got rooks here. We've got rooks here. Their pawn structure is like this. Our pawn structure is like this. Okay, but that's weird. Can't we just take on d7 now? Oh, I see. It was a fork, right? The last move actually. I think the commentator's got something to say about the last move. Oh, no, they haven't. Right, let's go. Rook takes d7. Pawn structure now rapidly diminishing. And not only does that net a second pawn, it gives us the holy grail of chess, a passed pawn. c5, okay. Well, I'm just going to rock over to c7, attack c5 and threaten d7, which has got a rook behind it. Oh shit, I just hung my rook. Oh, fuck. Oh, everything was going so well and I just hung a rook. Okay, I hung a rook. There's probably no going back from that. That's so annoying. We'll go on then. Now our pawns are doubled, which means we've got really no chance of saving this game at all. Yeah. Well, there we go. The pawn was on d6. Great. Such a good game I was playing up to that point. Okay, they might hang a rook, you never know. They're just going to come and give us checks. Yes, thank you. Alright, what's going on? They're just going to raise our pawns on there. At least if we have two passes, we might have a chance of doing something. Where's their rook? d6. Our rook's on c7. Our rooks are on... Yeah, okay. Yeah, expected. I'm going to chase the... I'm going to lose all of these pawns, so that's just how it is. Then they're going to have 3 connected passes. Keep them into c5. Check us from behind. Oh, goodness. Oh, skewer. Game over. Okay, not great, but just a one-move blunder. I think should have just resigned on the one-move blunder, really. Alright, next game on the go. Oh, our opponent's played a weird move, and we'll show you this in a moment. Very strange. Alright, here we go. They've gone g3, bishop g2. So we'll go d5. e3. Okay. Just develop normally. I think we can play e4, so I'm going to. Yeah. Endgame. It's not the end of the world. It's not as bad as it looks, actually. Still reeling after that last game. Okay, their pawns. It's just got to be entertaining, that's all. I'm going to try and win this game from a exchange down. Our pawn structure, like so. Okay, they've castled. d7 was better. Anyway, okay. Alright, before anything else, I'm going to take this knight. Expecting a rook a1 check. Ah, okay. There are some big difficulties here. Huge. You know what, I think the only way that I can survive this is like this. Could take with the king, actually. That looks very odd, but maybe it's not such a bad idea. Okay, that leaves me with a rook and two minor pieces. And they're going to have 2 rooks and 2 many pieces. It can't be a whole rook down. Hang on. Ah, no. I've got the bishop pair. Okay, got the bishop pair. Are they going to drop in here? Is that possible? Is rook e7 a move? Okay, so they've got knight c4. I guess knight e5 is a thing that they want. We're not pinned anymore, so we can do something about that. Maybe we can play actually. Knight g4. Or maybe we should just straight away play c6 so that we can meet this with king b7. Let's do that. So 95 king b7. We're so far behind in this game. But stranger things have happened, you know. Knight e5, king b7. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting knight. Alright, let's just reaffirm the position. So their pawn structure, I think, is like this. Ours is like... Right? No, it says we're 2 pawns down. I can see the material balance. Are we missing something else? Have they still got a d pawn? What happened in this game? 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think they've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, they've got pawn here. Maybe they've got pawn on e2. Kind of stands to reason. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Opening up the bishop. Although b2 is protected by the knight c4. I want to play rook c8, right? Rook f8, sorry. Put pressure on f2. That's interesting. Okay, so I think my pieces are here. Their pieces are here. I think their pawn structure must be like this, and ours is like this. Their king on g1, ours on c6. Light square, advanced square. Knight e5 takes. Yeah, I don't think the rook has a life. Is the rook really on e1 and a pawn on e2? I don't know. No. Interesting. Oh, if only we could play bishop d4. It looks like it would be mate. if I've got the pawn structure correct, like Bowden's mate. But they've got a rook on d1, so it doesn't work. Can we decoy that rook away somewhere? Okay, knight d4. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Okay, then maybe we start to get the bishop active. I think we've got to do that. At least now we'll understand whether there's a pawn on e2 or not. Was this a blunder? Knight takes, bishop takes, do they play rook takes? Okay. So probably there is a pawn on. And it wouldn't have been mate, by the way. e3 is playable, so that's all a bit stupid. But still. Bishop could be coming into c3 next. Okay. Got it. I feel like there has to be something here. Right, rook c4. Attacking the, sorry, it's not c4, it's f5. Attacking the g5 bishop. I want to play... Okay, that makes sense. I can go here. They'll probably double. So instead I'm going to go bishop d6. d5, okay. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, so I think, let's just work this out. This is their pawn structure. This is our pawn structure. I think we've got a check which forces the king into the corner. Can't we play... Right, check this out. Bishop c5, king h1, bishop g4. King g2. Yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy. Gotta somehow, how do we do this? Well, I think we have to try it. Maybe they got h3. Oh my absolute word. I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Double question mark.
Oh, sometimes things just work out, don't they? Alright, y'all. That was a nice finish. We'll see you next time on Full Board Vision.